He has a second question. Dr. Craig says, my second question, if I may be so bold, concerns your philosophical defense of premise 2, the universe began to exist. I've often heard you argue that an actual infinity cannot exist in the real world, which we agree upon, so therefore there cannot be an infinite number of past events, which I do not think follows. If one holds to an A-theory view of time, which you seem to fervently defend, then past events don't really exist. If they do not exist in reality, what problem arises for them being actually infinite, as they are not in the real world, given that the past is not real?
Yeah. Well, I think that the past as well as the future is real. What has occurred in the past has been actualized, and therefore everything that has happened belongs to the actual world. So, for example, you can count the number of past U.S. presidents. There have been 44 U.S. presidents, even though most of them do not exist. And the fact that they don't exist is no barrier whatsoever to our being able to count the number of past U.S. presidents. Similarly, there must be a specific number of Tyrannosaurus rex that have inhabited the earth in the past. There would be a number that could be counted, even though these things no longer exist. And similarly, if the universe never began to exist, then there has existed an actually infinite number of prior events. And then you can do all of the sort of Hilbert's Hotel thought experiments on these entities, and you will generate the same sort of absurdities. So the fact that they don't all exist simultaneously, I don't think does anything to elude the problems that would be occasioned by the existence of an actually infinite number of past events.
I don't know why he says that he does not think follows that an actual infinity cannot exist in the real world, which we agree upon, so therefore there cannot be an infinite number of past events, which I do not think follows.
He says that because he thinks that since these past events do not exist, all he would deny would be the existence of an actually infinite number of simultaneous things. He would say you can't have an actually infinite number of simultaneous things, but you could have an actually infinite number of things in succession because the things that are in the past don't really exist. And as I say, it seems to me that that isn't germane to the sort of paradoxes. You would still have the strange situations that, for example, the number of odd-numbered past events is equal to the number of all past events, even though the number of all past events includes all of the odd-numbered events as well as all of the even-numbered events. Those sorts of absurdities aren't eliminated simply by having the events exist in succession. The same problems that occasion the existence of a simultaneously existing actual infinite would apply to the successively existing number of actually infinite entities.
We'll look at some more questions next time, right here on Reasonable Faith.